Ooh, yay, rocks.
This is basically your second dungeon.
This, I'd say, is your first real dungeon.
Drench Bluff.
It's
There's
on the
7
top.
floors in this.
Fairly simple. Oh, look, they put you right near the stairs.
Yeah,
How-
in
pleasant.
occasion in floors you spawned right next to the stairs, so that's really nice. But
You usually want to explore to see if you can find any items. As you may notice on your screen, at the bottom screen, there's a chart or like a little graph that will slowly become filled in as you explore. Where
that's the
dots are
map,
flashing.
and it's actually on the top right corner. I mean top
Yes.
left.
Stairs are represented as blue squares. Items are completely blue, light blue circles, and enemies will usually be the red circles. Well, enemies are always red circles. No, usually. When there's an outlaw mission, we'll get into that later. I believe they're pink or something else.
Basically what I just did there was I just gave my items to me and my partner. So basically you should put your bow on yourself, and yeah, the special coloured bow that you got. Mine's lime, but yours can be a different colour if you actually play this game. So it could be silver or any other colours like that. Then just give the defense bow to your partner.
The, when stats are boosted by a bow, a band, whatever, depending on the item you use, I believe the stat will change red to show which one's being affected.
Yeah, I'll actually show that after I've finished beating up this little thing.
Shell off. 7 damage. It's still alive.
And it's an Eastern form this time.
Yep. Blue's Western, pink is Eastern. Like, no.
Yeah.
Isn't pink Western?
If you put the bow in, you can see that your stats are now red. That's to show they're boosted. Oh yeah, I should cover the stats now actually. So there's your level, experience points. That shows how many experience points you are to the next level. HP is health obviously. Attack, defense, special attack, special defense. The item you're currently holding, and your IQ. Now,
increase with gummies. It'll increase more so with the proper gummy color for your Pokemon.
Yeah, IQ is a special stat. Basically, each Pokemon is split into different IQ groups, and the higher the IQ, the more special skills they have. The special skills you can gain can actually be very useful.
Yes. Especially when there's terrain walking ones. Those are lovely. As you can see, Anarth is walking on water. Wasn't Anarth just bug rock? I don't remember it being part water. Be able to walk on water.
Not sure. I mean, it doesn't have levitate, so
yeah. As you may have noticed, usually Pokemon that are water type will be able to walk on water or with levitate. Pokemon that are fire type can walk on lava, and so on and so forth. Well, not really much else, but yeah.
obviously I'm fire type, so I can walk on lava, but I can't walk on water. Neither can my partner.
Despite the fact, well, I can understand Cyndaquil not walking on water, but Bulbasaur, why not? I don't see the reason there, to be honest. Did you just use? Oh no, you're just doing that. For a second, I thought you were using Ember when it was far away.
I keep on missing. Hit.
Well, if Cyndaquil will just open its eyes.
You're dissing Cyndaquil, aren't you?
What? No, I actually happen to like Cyndaquil. It's just Bulbasaur's not really the one missing that much.
If you're currently injured, you can press A and B, and that'll basically skip turns. Like that.
It's actually the same as just walking, except you'll remain stationary as turns will pass by rapidly, healing you. Note that all other enemy Pokemon will continue to move as normally.
Which means they'll eventually find you and hit you, obviously. So yeah. You need to be careful about that.
Make sure you're well guarded or far away from anything that can kill you before doing that.
If you're hurt, you can actually swap around your partner like this.
They'll usually do the fighting at this point, but do be careful.
Yeah, so don't be worried if you think your partner's gonna get hurt. Just let them do the job.
I'm muting my iPod for a moment.
Okay. I think my friend's busy at the moment, so yeah, I'll just carry on. Had to pause the video there.
And I'm back.
So, let's see. Lancelot got Leech Seed, so you can actually disable moves if you wish.
I recommend disabling Growl. It doesn't really help that much at this point. Leech Seed might be useful.
Yeah, you can actually move around the priority of the moves. That'll affect what sort of moves they'll use.
For future reference, if you get a Pokemon with things like Agility, other stats that'll just randomly use, disable them. Because there are Pokemon that will use the step move every time you take a step. It becomes annoying.
Why are there any items to pick up around here? Nope.
Yes, as you may have seen, he passed the stairs, but it's just items are very valuable
At this point of the game, so
Even
pick up
game,
as many as you
yeah.
can until your bag is almost filled up.
Well, not almost full up. You'll always
And
want
remember
extra
to
room
pick up
for
the
it.
Poke as well. Oh yeah, these tiles, I haven't mentioned them yet. These are basically wonder tiles. If you played the original games, then you'll remember those. They still boost up stats. Wait, no, they don't boost up stats. They've
never boosted
restore
up
your
that
stats have been lowered.
or raised, I believe. It'll return all stats to normal. Even boosted. Cut my mic there.
Carry on. Yeah, so I'll just go back to the stairs because there's no items to pick up.
Yeah. Later on in the game, you'll also see other tiles, mostly trap tiles, which can become quite devastating.
Yeah, basically trap tiles will spawn anywhere around the dungeon and they're actually hidden so you can't actually see where they are until you actually step on them, and they'll have some really random effects.
There'll be an orb the realize where the traps are by revealing them, and okay, eventually if your IQ gets high enough, you'll have a chance to negate the effect of the trap the second you stand on it.
Yeah, but we haven't mentioned orbs yet, so I'll mention them now. Orbs are basically special items that will have special effects. They can't be used in boss battles, so bear that in mind.
One of the most useful orbs at time for some missions can be an escape orb. Well, not really missions, but for training. If you're about to lose and you just want to escape.
Or you want to get away from the annoying monster houses.
Yeah, if you feel you can't win. I think warp orbs actually warp you randomly around the field.
Yeah, they do, I think. Oh, geopebbles. I haven't mentioned those.
Oh, yes.
Geopebbles are basically stones. If you like throwing stones, then you know what what I'm talking about.
I believe geopebbles are the weaker forms of gravel rock.
Yeah.
That's what they were called before.
Yeah, gravel rocks are basically the stronger version of geopebbles. You can set them, and now you can use the left and right buttons to throw them. So if I find something to throw them like this,
and they will and I don't think they, it's similar to moves like flamethrower or shockwave. They will actually go more than one square and hit the enemy.
So if you use the left and right buttons, it basically throws the stone like that. Occasionally it'll miss though. So that's really
it's bound
annoying.
to happen, but it's still useful, especially if you don't have a ranged move you can use. And also remember, wild Pokemon can use them as well.
Yeah, if they pick them up, they can throw it as well, so that's really annoying.
They tend to miss more often than not, though.
And there's the stairs, again. Oh, there's an apple. You
Yes,
just pick
those
them
are mandatory for missions. You will want to take them.
Wait, what? That was a big apple. Well, so lucky.
Really, a big apple in this dungeon?
Yeah.
Wow, you're lucky.
We're only on the 4th floor.
Yeah, as you can tell, even the earlier dungeons take a while to complete.
Sleep seed. Throw a sleep seed on an enemy to put it to sleep for a while. Don't eat it, or else you'll fall asleep.
Is that a max elixir up there?
Yeah, this is a max elixir.
It will recover your moves power points completely.
Yeah, you should know what power points are.
Yeah.
If you don't, power points are basically they they restrict the amount of times you can use a certain move.
There is a peculiar named item, I think ginseng, something of the sort.
It's ginseng. Yeah, I know how to pronounce that right because I'm Chinese.
I've never actually heard the word, so I can't actually pronounce it.
It's ginseng. You know, like gin. You know what gin is?
Ginseng. Got it.
Yeah.
It's an alcoholic beverage.
Managed to throw it that time. Successful hit.
When fighting multiple enemies, fighting them in a small tunnel like that is very effective. Prevents them from swarming you. If you wanted to be cheap, you could lure them out into the open, which would be an entrance there, and be able to blindside them by tag teaming on them. I'm actually contributing more than I thought I would.
Blast seed. Breathe fire on earth.
Those you are actually supposed to eat. They do complete damage, but it only hits the square in front of you. If you throw them, the enemy will have the chance to catch them or get hit, which will do half the damage had you eaten it. The damage will be done in the direction you are facing, so do not face your ally if you use it.
A stun seed, that will basically paralyze you.
Similar
if you
to
eat it, but if you throw it at an enemy, if you're lucky, it will actually paralyze them, so use it.
Yeah.
If you need to. There's another max elixir up there. Just try to pick up items when you're going through a dungeon and ignore the exit until you're finished, because you'll need lots of items like
Later
these.
on, though, I believe it's safer to just go for the stairs than search for items, depending on the possible items that can appear in the area.
Oh, did you see what I just picked up there? It's
No.
It's an oren berry. Yeah, you have to be careful about those items. They basically have a opposite effect, or they have a strange effect. You can actually see if they're actually the weird berries by looking at the spelling of them. You can see that the oren berry actually has an E instead of an A. Just ignore those, or throw them at an enemy. They're not useful to you at all.
I believe that's something new to Mystery Dungeon Sky. Considering I don't have it in my Darkness version. I haven't really seen those.
I think they're all Mystery Dungeon games, aren't they? Because I think they are. They're just really rare to spawn.
Yeah, and apparently you're really good at finding rare things that spawn. Yeah, when it comes to recruiting a member you want, you're hopeless.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned recruiting. Yeah, we have, but... Oh, look what we have here, a gummy.
I think that one's yellow, right?
Yeah, that's a yellow gummy, not a gold gummy.
It's for electric types, as you may have guessed. That doesn't mean it won't work for other Pokemon, it just, for an electric type, it would have a more significant effect. Whereas I think on the opposite type of Pokemon, it would have a lesser effect than it would normally would.
That mod support is annoying.
Well, it doesn't really affect you. You don't have any electric attacks. Not that you'd be using electric attacks on a Shellos.
Yeah, because it's part ground type, isn't it?
Yeah, it's water ground type. One of actually the best types ever, considering its only weakness is grass.
And look what I have here, a grass type. Exactly. But yeah.
Well, not really any good at grass moves though. Only Leech Seed.
Yeah, I've only got Leech Seed on Naruto at the moment, so not very useful at the moment.
Though once you get something like Razor Leaf, Vine Whip, yeah, it'll become much better.
Yeah, basically covered the whole dungeon there. I've
And
actually run out. I've actually run out of PP on my tackle, as you can see there.
usually means you'll have to use your basic attack, which they thankfully included here.
Or you can use your max elixir, but I'm not actually going to use those. I'm going to save those up.
Yeah. They'll be much more needed later on, despite the fact you'll have more moves to use.
Well, I've noticed I've sped up occasionally. If you want to know how to do that, just press the B button and that'll allow you to speed up.
Yeah. If you run into anything, yeah, you're not going to speed up that way. You're only going to speed up by the walking.
Ouch.
And I take back what I said for this being your first real dungeon. The enemies here don't really do much.
Yeah, they're actually quite weak. But
Oh, I figured I'd mention, some dungeons, once you reach a specific floor, will change, as will the Pokemon you see there. I don't think this one does it, though.
what? You mean like different Pokemon, different floors? Because, you know, most dungeons do that.
Well, yeah, they do that often. I mean, but when the dungeon floor layout changes completely.
Oh, that's a those are special dungeons. They're only like late game, but
Yeah.
we'll mention those later on.
Yeah, but it usually introduces a completely different layout of Pokemon. Whereas normally you transgress through the floors, you'd only get to see slight changes. Like a Pokemon would be gone from before, a new one would be added. So those dungeons tend to change the entire setup of what you'll find.
Can't find the exit. There's another
That's the
Geopebble
first.
set.
Yeah, the number you'll find is usually random.
It's usually 5 or something like that. Oh, there's the
Yeah.
exit.
Don't exactly want to take it just yet, though.
Yeah, because I'm only level 8.
Yeah, in the beginning you'll want as many levels as you can.
Because if you're under leveled, then you won't be hitting much damage. Dealing much damage, I meant.
Yeah. And I just wanted to notice something that apparently you don't do. When you see areas like the water, where it takes a corner to go through the water, you can actually cut through like diagonally, I believe. Through things like water. You can't do it through normal walls though.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, you can go diagonally instead of taking the 2 steps it would require.
Unfortunately, I'm too lazy, so I don't do that.
It's actually very convenient when you're trying to escape an enemy. It takes one less step to get away from them. One less step to catch up to you with.
I think you can actually do that for diagonal areas. No, you can't.
For what areas? No, you can actually do it for rocky areas. You can do it with water. I'm uncertain about lava.
And yeah, I'm finally getting hungry, so that's when you have to eat your apple. But
Not exactly. You can check your hunger. As long as it's not too near 0, you'll last. For example, yours is I think 13 or 15. I think you'll last until the end of this dungeon. Considering it's 7 floors, you said?
Well, that's a lot of Pokemon. There's not. Yeah, better get my partner.
You could either get your partner, or if you're confident enough, retreat into the corridor, take them on one by one. Though I don't think this assortment of Pokemon really causes that much damage. You might want to move forward one so your partner will get closer to the enemies.
Well, that energy
Okay.
did just move
Yeah.
into place, so.
Yeah, it's fine as it is. Bulbasaur has access to 2. And yes, I forgot to say where was Lancelot for a moment.
Let's see, moves. Better get rid of this Lily first.
The leaps can be annoying tanks. Well, if you ever find one later on. These are just mildly annoying. Okay, I've got to ask, how many videos are here? Because I think at least 3 to 4 parts now.
How many videos? What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I don't get what you just said.
Never mind.
And there's the end of the dungeon. That was only 7 floors.
Or actually, I think the 7th floor. Oh, no, I didn't. Well, technically, that isn't the end of the dungeon just yet. You still have to get the item.
This is the item.
Wasn't there supposed to be a boss here?
No, there isn't a boss.
Well, that's annoying. Well, not annoying, it's just no fun.
Apparently, if a spoit doesn't have its pearl, it will eventually weaken to the point it dies. So that's really tragic.
Yeah, considering the fact that the pearl isn't like stuck in a place, it's loose.
Yeah, it's gonna fall off really easily. Then people have to retrieve it, like us.